Welcome back, everybody. My name is Relic. We are playing the Council. Last time, as you can see, I lost my hand because I messed up a single part of that stupid puzzle. Not salty at all. Um, I just got the moon phase wrong on the puzzle. Oh well. So happens. And now we're inside a weird, creepy, ruin-looking place that was behind the fresco. So, let's explore a little bit. At least I put my left hand in. I hope I'm not left-handed.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican?
Because he was a demon.
That was the Pope from the Middle Ages who inspired the Third Crusade. He gave the Roman people the power to elect their magistrates. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Are these all the bodies that Mort has been in and then discarded?
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Who lights all these braziers every night?
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra. There's several spearheads. I need to find clues to pick the right one. Piaggi knows something about it for sure.
I'm supposed to go talk to Piaggi with a missing hand? Nobody's gonna notice that? Oh, there's another one.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun.
Guess I can go try and find Piaggi. It's fine. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, don't mind me, I just lost my hand. No big deal, right? How are you? Where did I see him? I feel like he was upstairs somewhere. There he is. Yeah. What you doing here?
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Vulnerable to manipulation.
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, you are the first I've spoken to about it, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Are you quite sure of that?
I mean, my mom, I guess.
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
No one else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
If I told you why I needed this lance, you would never believe it.
Trust me, you can tell me anything.
It's our only chance to vanquish the demons.
Oh, my dear.
The way he said that makes me think that I can't tell
You
him
sound
anything.
just like Sarah. Do you realize you are following the same path, step by step? Sarah also started by imagining things. She too spoke of demons, I am told. She could no longer speak to anyone, and saw a hidden monster in every guest, lurking in the shadows, ready to devour her. You must let
How do
us
you know?
help you.
You weren't here.
Louis,
You came here with
I
me.
thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Sure. Kinda freaking me out a little bit there. Specialist in esotericism, artistic depictions, and sacred texts. It was the shape of a boar spear. Let's see what we can find on our own without bringing anybody else into this. I'm a specialist in the esotericism. And with enough fancy water, I could be an artist too. Wonder if we'll put a hook on her hand. Search for more clues or pick one spear. I mean, does he not know this place is down here? Does he not know what the lance looks like himself? Why was Piaggi being all weird? Nothing but questions. Well, I've got no use for Devil's Thorn at the moment.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip. Flavius Aetius. I remember. He was the Roman general who defeated Attila and his hordes in the terrible battle of the Catalonian plains. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
Good question.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
We are looking for a boar spear. I'm not sure why it's just going to be lying around here, but...
The sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted. These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon. Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all eroded. I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph.
Good use of a skill point there. Doesn't matter. Found more jelly.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to talk to an esotericist. Who would that be even? Because it's not letting me figure anything. I'll try and find all the spearheads before I go back though, so I know which one to run to immediately.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible. Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
So an awful lot of leaf shapes.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
It's my first boar spear.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
And there's a bunch of them. Most of them are leaf shaped. I've only seen one boar shaped one so far.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is clearly made of iron, and I can make out a sun engraved on the tip. The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
Especially with that bum hand. What's more, is I don't see any more spears lying about. Oh, never mind. Found one.
What about this lance? It's got a spear shape. And the blade is partly made of copper. A barely visible crucifix is engraved on the blade.
Wait. It's open.
There's sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
That's funny.
Let's see what we can find here.
Difficulty of 6. Doing it.
Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside.
Royal jelly is inside.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside.
Why didn't I get the royal jelly? Nothing's inside. That's the thing.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
Really confused you.
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription.
I must be going crazy. Well, oh well. Yeah, let's take a little meticulous journey around to make sure we didn't miss any spears, because if we didn't, I might as well just pick up that boar spear because it's the only one. Leaf shape. The Bibles outside might have something that I missed.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is an iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip. We can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Lauren. Back in the rubble. No. Saw that one already. Amber. So there's only one boar-shaped spear. Unless there's something weird going on with Mortimer's tomb and it's sitting in there.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. The Gospel of St. John is the most detailed on the subject of the crucifixion. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me? The medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon. The name of the Roman soldier who killed Christ never appears in the biblical canon. Yet, it is said that he was a centurion and was called Longinus.
So, copper. Was that what was on the boar? Spear over here? Let's go take a look real quick. Thought I saw another spear that wasn't getting picked up with a little dot. I mean, it can't be the one that's underneath the cross, right? Like that'd be weird. But I don't think it is.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
It's made of copper, but it's leaf shaped.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Got copper, and it's a boar spear. What's the difference between a regular spear and a boar spear?
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
This is the only one that he calls a boar spear. But they look like the same. Which one of these do I want? Wonder if I should just go talk to I'm gonna go talk to one more person. to go find, I can't remember his name. Volner. I don't think he likes me very much, but they're not necessarily, I mean, if Mother is wrong, they're just the people who have led these conclaves. Mortimer did say they've been going on forever, so he could just have inherited it. Painting of the crucifixion in here. Last Supper.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
There we go. You just T-posing there, Piaggi? Okay. Don't mind me with my busted up hand, or non-existent hand, as it were.
It seems like he isn't here. The signs of obscurantism. Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature, though, and leave as if planned It's illegible. Let's see if I can find a solution in Volner's things here. Given his interest in alchemy, I wouldn't be surprised if I found something that revealed what's written somewhere in his room. What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
Johann, I know you are trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth, but it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah, but to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover for you, Johann. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago and persuade William to do the same with his guests. I demand that you come to your senses and take hold of yourself. I ask you to fetch something so we can get it off the island, not for you to study in vain hope of acquiring power. It won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. At most, we run the risk of losing it again. So, for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Gregory.
Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif. Golden elixir.
I was hoping for something to help, but okay.
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. I should find something to help reveal the traces of ink on the blotter. Think, Louis. I know for sure that lime water neutralizes chemical actions, but doesn't work on ink. I must find something else. I have to find some ammonium sulfide if I want to make the text appear by capillary action. Perfect. Here's some. Yes, it worked. Now I can see it. Sir Gregory, I'll leave Al-Azif at the landing stage at the appropriate time. Yours truly, Johann von Wollner. This is child's play.
The landing? I didn't take the royal jelly while I could. Dang it. I don't know what the landing stage is, though. Is that... Why am I getting stuck? There we go.
What a mess. Looks like Wollner was interrupted.
Nice. Oh, there's more royal jelly in there. Devil's Thorn.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
It's the Devil's Thorn that I just couldn't pick up a second ago. Wait. Wrong door. Don't mind me. This is the Red Salon. Golden Elixir. Landing stage. Can't go this way yet without the spear. Dang it, I don't want to talk to Washington about this. I'm just gonna go pick up the boar spear. The only one that was ever called a boar spear. It's probably faster to go the other way, actually. It's boar spear, it's got copper on it. Not sure what the Eye of Ra has to do with anything.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I'm sure there's a painting of the crucifixion in Mortimer's room, but why would he have Eye of Ra? What if all these spear-shaped ones are boar spears, but we're only calling the one boar spear? Kinda want more clues. Let's check. Oh, this video is getting kind of long, actually. Let's stop here for now, and next time we'll find the right spear. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.